In the first of this series of revision skills videos, I'm going to explore the most effective way to use your time and make sure you're revising effectively. Procrastination is the enemy of study. It's really easy to say I'll do it tomorrow every day until tomorrow never comes around. And there are so many distractions we can find if we're not 100% into revision. So, what's the secret to focusing while you're learning and revising? The answer, surprisingly, is you need to plan to waste time, and you do that by taking regular breaks. Doing a Pomodoro means setting a timer, working, and then taking a break, and it's named after a tomato timer. So how long should you study? Well, in Key Stage 3, that might be doing a Pomodoro for 15 minutes at first. If you're in Key Stage 4, it probably means starting at around 20 or 25 minutes. If you're studying beyond, for A-levels or a degree, the principle remains the same. You don't really need to go beyond that unless you're trying to do a specific task that has a longer time frame, like an exam practice. Before you begin, work out what you're trying to learn and what's the best technique to learn it. That might mean getting a revision guide or knowledge organizer ready and breaking down the topics that you want to work on for that particular period of time. We've got different videos that break down the different techniques like mind maps, Cornell notes, and when and how to use flashcards. When you've got everything ready, set the timer. Work and only work. Work until the timer goes off. When the timer does go off, take a 5-minute break. The break is important because the brain needs time to synthesize the information. When you're on a break, you can check YouTube, go to the toilet, have a drink, have a biscuit, play with the cat. You can do what you like, but only use a short break. If you do 2 25-minute Pomodoros, you can give yourself a longer break, but be careful that the breaks aren't as long as the actual studying Pomodoros. What do you need to do to effectively work for 25 minutes? Well, the key to this is getting rid of distractions. All distractions. It's a good idea to turn your phone onto Do Not Disturb mode or aeroplane mode. Have nothing going on in the background like music or TV. Ideally, you want to be in a room in which you can shut the door. Somebody might knock on the door, so you need to think, how do I stop them interrupting what I'm doing? All you need to do is say, I'll be with you in 10 minutes, and then speak to them when the timer goes off. Next time, stick a note on the door saying, Do Not Disturb. Sometimes an idea might come to you and it's nothing to do with what you're learning. Just jot it on a post-it note and leave it to one side and you can come back to it in the break. While you're studying, don't let anything distract you. And remember, it's only a short amount of time. Then you can give yourself a reward. Why does this work? You're working and taking responsibility for your own learning. Because you're working well, you can reward yourself. The brain works better when you're breaking things into small chunks. Revising chemistry as a whole subject seems daunting, but 25 minutes on the periodic table is doable. The first step is always the hardest. If you need to, make the time shorter to begin with. You may also need to make the time longer if you're moving into a deliberate practice stage and writing a whole essay. But an essay will still be easier if you break it down and focus on doing the Pomodoros first. You can use a timer on your phone, or you can just write the time down on a piece of paper and use your watch or clock. In truth, I wouldn't use an actual Pomodoro timer. The ticking noise annoys me, but for others, that ticking noise might be just fine. Whatever you do, make it work for you, and start today, because tomorrow will become a little bit easier. Please like and subscribe and be sure to check out my other videos on how to revise. Thank you.